The Curse of Oak Island Season 12, Episode 6 Preview. Clues of an offset chamber brings the Fellowship closer to treasure. In Season 12, Episode 6 of The Curse of Oak Island, titled Hide and Seek, the Fellowship intensifies its search in the Money Pit area, driven by recent discoveries and intriguing ground-penetrating radar (GPR) data. The team believes they are on the brink of a major breakthrough as they uncover more clues pointing to the location of the long-sought-after treasure. The episode begins with the team focusing on GPR results that suggest a potential offset chamber deep within the money pit. The area of interest is long believed to house the legendary treasure. As the team digs deeper, they hit significant pieces of wood buried at impressive depths. This discovery is pivotal as it leads the Fellowship to theorize the wood could be part of the bottom of an ancient tunnel, possibly constructed to protect or conceal the treasure. The team believes they found metal in the money pit area. Adding to the excitement, the team makes another compelling observation. Analysis of their findings suggests the source of metal may be emanating from the south, an area historically believed to be the site of the original money pit. This revelation reignites hope that they are on the correct path, potentially closing in on the treasure's resting place. By tracing the metal signals and analyzing these buried wooden structures, the team begins to connect crucial dots, linking the evidence to long-standing theories about Oak Island's underground workings. What happened in Episode 5 of The Curse of Oak Island? Reflecting on the previous episode, A Flood of Secrets, the team made significant strides in their quest. They employed advanced GPR technology, which detected what appeared to be an offset chamber within the money pit area. This discovery could be pivotal in their search. Additionally, the team uncovered bits of wood in Smith's Cove, believed to be remnants of the underground flood tunnels that historically hindered treasure retrieval efforts. These findings have set the stage for the current episode's intensified efforts. As anticipation builds, viewers witness the team combining cutting-edge technology with traditional excavation methods to navigate the island's complex underground systems. The discovery of these wooden remnants and metal traces offers hope that they are closer than ever to unraveling Oak Island's centuries-old mystery. The Curse of Oak Island continues to captivate audiences with its blend of historical intrigue and relentless treasure hunting. For over a decade, the Lagina brothers and their loyal team of treasure hunters have pursued the elusive prize believed to be buried deep within the mysterious confines of Oak Island. From centuries-old legends to modern technology, every season has added more pieces to a sprawling, intricate puzzle. But in this latest chapter of The Curse of Oak Island, the Fellowship of the Dig stumbles upon a game-changing clue, one that might bring them closer than ever to solving the riddle that has captivated imaginations for over 200 years. The discovery of an offset chamber. A chamber hidden in the shadows. It all began with subtle seismic anomalies. As the team expanded their work in the garden shaft area, new data from the latest ground-penetrating radar scans suggested something unusual, a void, but not in line with the usual shaft grid. Rather, it sat slightly to the side, deep underground and almost undetectable by previous scans. Could this be the fabled offset chamber theorized by researchers and hinted at in old Masonic documents? For weeks, Rick Lagina couldn't sleep. If this chamber is real, he whispered to the team during one tense morning briefing, then we may be looking at the very place where the treasure was moved to evade detection. Rewriting the treasure map. Historically, theorists have speculated that the original money pit was booby-trapped and rigged with flood tunnels not just to protect its contents, but to divert attention. The idea? Let seekers dig in the wrong place while the true chamber lies quietly to the side, undisturbed. Previous finds, a lead cross, Spanish coins, and even fragments of ancient parchment, hinted at Templar involvement, suggesting the builders were not only determined but ingenious. Marty Lagina, ever the skeptic-turned-believer, worked closely with geologist Terry Matheson to analyze the void's depth and composition. The seismic profile suggested stone walls, worked stone, not natural formations. It wasn't just empty space. Something was built there. A legacy of layers. Drilling began immediately. One borehole, labeled OC13, struck what appeared to be timbers at around 97 feet. Then, at 101 feet, came a loud clunk, metal on metal. The crew held their breath. When they pulled the core samples to the surface, they found it. Heavily aged oak wood reinforced with metal brackets, unlike anything previously recovered. Further down came the biggest shock, crumbly, dark earth infused with what looked like flakes of gold. "I'll be damned," said Jack Begley, eyes wide with disbelief. "We're sitting on something real." The excitement was electric. Doug Krull rushed to cross-reference historical maps. On a 1700s French engineer's parchment, a note in archaic Latin roughly translated to "The Guardians await, slightly removed." A coincidence? Perhaps not. Uncovering the Guardians, by week's end, the Fellowship had mapped a more accurate profile of the offset chamber. It appeared to be an octagonal room, possibly Templar in origin, with corridors extending in two directions. The team speculated these could be escape routes, trap hallways, or even decoy paths. For the first time, they were dealing with deliberate architecture rather than natural anomalies. Gary Drayton, the metal detecting expert, was called in to scan the area surrounding the new shaft. His detector went wild. Buried less than a foot underground and roughly 30 feet from the shaft opening, he unearthed a strange medallion, etched with a cross patty and Latin text nearly worn away by time. Could it be another Templar artifact? Was it a marker placed centuries ago to identify the chamber's true location? "It's like they left a breadcrumb trail," Gary muttered, brushing the dirt from his find. "And we're finally seeing where it leads." The Fellowship reacts. Excitement rippled through the entire crew. Laird Niven, the team's archaeologist, cautiously examined the recovered wood samples and confirmed they had been cut with old-world tools consistent with 1600s or earlier construction. Carbon dating would be the next step, but even his typically reserved demeanor couldn't hide the intrigue. "I've always believed something was here," Laird admitted during a fireside debrief. "But this might be the heart of it." Meanwhile, Craig Tester worked tirelessly with the engineering team to devise a safe way to access the chamber. Given the unstable nature of the surrounding ground, rushing in would be reckless. Instead, they plotted a path using a robotic probe equipped with a camera and lights. The images that came back were breathtaking. First look into the chamber. As the camera descended into the offset chamber, beams of carved stonework came into view, worn by water and time, but unmistakably deliberate. Symbols adorned the wall, a compass rose, a chalice, and a set of intersecting lines forming what appeared to be a map. One corner of the chamber held a large stone box, possibly a vault, wrapped in corroded iron bands. Rick Lagina stared at the monitor, his eyes misting with emotion. All these years, all the setbacks, it was never just about gold. It's about truth, what they hid, and why. The room appeared untouched by human hands for centuries. No modern tools had scarred the chamber walls. It was pristine, sacred. The team sat in reverent silence, realizing that history had just opened a door they'd been knocking on for years. What's next? With this discovery, Oak Island may be on the cusp of revealing its greatest secret. The Fellowship now faces new questions. Who exactly built the offset chamber, and what were they trying to protect? Was it treasure in the literal sense, gold, jewels, relics, or something more profound? Documents, knowledge, proof of a hidden history? The answers may lie just feet away, in that mysterious stone box. But Oak Island has never yielded its secrets easily. The island has taken lives, confounded skeptics, and buried answers beneath layers of deception. And yet, with this offset chamber finally in view, the odds seem to be tipping in favor of the Laginas and their loyal Fellowship. They may not just be chasing a legend anymore. They may be living it.